What's up, guys? This is going to be a webcam video. I was going to do it from my my normal camera, but the lighting is really bad. It's raining outside, so I thought I'd just turn my light on, bring my laptop to where my window is, so at least have some sort of light in this room. And this is going to be a response to Gjmix617 on his favorite 5, and Legend Killer 410 did his the other day, so I thought I'd give my response right now. And yeah, let's do this. So my favorite DVD, I couldn't pick between one because these two that I picked, they're two very different styles in DVD presentation. So my first DVD, you guys can probably figure it out if you guys seen them, the two styles I'm talking about. First is the greatest stars of the 90s. The story behind this is just awesome. Like I had the greatest stars of the 80s as well. I got to check that out, but I found this one a lot more entertaining. I don't know, maybe it's because I lived through this era and I saw all these guys, you know, at their prime, and I saw them do their thing. So that's pretty much one of the reasons why I picked this. And everything about this DVD, the artwork when you open it up, you got Sting with a epic goatee right there, and then where's the side? Yeah, the back, and then you have this front, back. Shawn Michaels winning the title. And yeah, so that's that. And then the second DVD that I picked was Shawn Michaels' story, and mainly because of the story itself. Very inspirational. If you guys read the book, it's pretty much the exact same thing, but it's, along with Ric Flair's and Eddie Guerrero's, this story DVD documentary style is one of the best I've seen, along with, you know, the ECW one, but that's around the whole company. But I'm talking single wrestler, like basic wrestler documentaries. This definitely is on my favorite. I would say my top 5, but it's definitely #1 for me. Okay, then my favorite figure. I would pick a classic, but if you guys haven't seen my top 5 classic, it's not that it would still be my #1. So my favorite unmatched Fury figure is the Ultimate Warrior. Funny story how I got this. Me and Legend Killer went to Toys R Us, and we were saying if they do have a new series, which is this one, and it included Great Khali, Junkyard Dog, MVP, and the Warrior. Legend Killer said that he got dibs on MVP, and I'm like, I don't care, you can have all the dibs you want, I just want the Warrior. And then so we came to a consensus on that. We run into the store, and MVP's there. There's only one there. Legend Killer picks it off the shelf. He's like, oh, I got this one. I'm like, alright, cool. And I start looking around, and right in the very back, I just see this bad boy just sitting there, and I grab it. And I'm telling you, I'd never been so happy of getting one figure that I've wanted for so long. And it was that feeling of being like 10 years old again, you know, just finding something you've been looking for so long. And yeah, so it turned out that this is a very rare figure to have. It goes about 70, well, it used to go on 70 on eBay and different sites, but over time it just kind of went down. But the art with the detail in the face, you can see right there, always believe on the tights, and then just everything about this figure, it's one to really have. And Ultimate Warrior being one of my favorites, just because the character really makes you just an intense human being, say that. And then you have my favorite autograph, and probably a lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh, you're going to pick Bret Hart Series 1 signed, but I've got to give my favorite autograph right here. The Briscoe Brothers autographed t-shirt. There's Mark Briscoe's on that side, and then Jay's right here. Me and Legend Killer met them at the ROH show, and just two really cool guys. We're looking forward to meeting them again when we go in November. So I got their t-shirt signed by them. This is the front of it. Back it just says the Briscoe Brothers. That is my favorite autograph. My favorite book or magazine, I have a lot of, well, a large collection of magazines, and I don't want to go through every single one to find one. So I just picked my favorite book, and a lot of you guys are probably surprised, but this is such a good book, and I know a lot of you guys are, you know, Batista haters. You guys know who you are, but, you know, it's just an amazing book. I took this when I went on my 1-month trip, and I read it front to back, and I've got to say, before I read this book, the Eddie Guerrero story was my favorite, and after reading this, I gotta say this is a lot better read than the Guerrero book. No, I'm not gonna say the Guerrero book's bad or anything. It's an amazing book, but I just thought this one, the story was more like, I don't know. It hooked you on to the character of Batista more than Eddie Guerrero did. And I think that if you guys have not read this book already, definitely go pick that up. And last is my most prized possession, and that has to be, without a doubt, my world title. It's adult size, but I paid like double the amount it's worth because I got it from a tourist spot, the WWE Niagara Falls. And I got it signed by Ric Flair, Mr. Kennedy, um, Bret Hart, and Batista. Okay, he's upside down, but Batista's right there. Okay, so that's my top 5. Leave your responses to Gjmix617. It's a good little challenge, if you want to call it that. It kind of shows your dimensions of your wrestling fan, what you guys like, what you guys don't like. And I actually wanted to. I have an Eddie Guerrero shoot coming. Guerrero shoot coming. I did it the other day, but like today, the lighting was very bad, and I just kept doing it from my camera. So this is gonna be a little preview of what's pretty much gonna be on it. I would just throw the waste the whole video, but I thought I'd give you guys a little clip, show you guys what it's all about. So you guys check that out, and I'll see you guys next time. On the Guerrero legacy, and when I mean legacy, I don't mean just Eddie Guerrero. I mean, like, you know, starting from Gory, moving on, like, to his brothers, to Eddie himself, and then the aftermath, of course. You got Vicky and Chavo, and being backstage and knowing the perks of the business really helped him out in the long run. But all his brothers, you know, they were all successful in their father's promotion, but they never really hit that top spot. Hard to think that, you know, Eddie Guerrero, you know, I watched his last match on Friday, and to think that on the Monday he was gone, and, you know, it was kind of like Eddie Guerrero is going to be used in past tense, and, you know, it was weird at first, and then you kind of got, you know, I don't want to say that, like, I don't want to be harsh on him, because I know it's not his fault. He's an awesome wrestler in of himself, but it's the creative, you know, they don't know how to use him. He doesn't have the charisma, he doesn't have the fan base that is needed to be on top like Eddie Guerrero had and all that. Or he went off. I don't know what happened, but he claims to have he had a couple drinks, 5, 6 drinks, and he responded to people on Facebook or Twitter saying that it's entertainment, it's not wrestling anymore. If he wanted, he can out wrestle any wrestler in the back. It's just the business has changed to the point where who can come into WWE and get pushed harder than half the wrestlers who've been there and deserve to get pushed more than he does. And that kind of shows you how the business turns out over time. It's like, it's all about entertainment now, and Chavo knows that. Yeah, that's pretty much the Chavo thing. And the future, and Vicky Guerrero, of course, she was a heat machine in herself. I'm surprised she gets more heat than Chavo ever did. And she's coming back to SmackDown. Who knows, maybe after Chavo, that's it, the Guerrero legacy is over, so we better enjoy it. You know, of course we got all the Eddie Guerrero footage and all that. It's always good to watch that, but, you know, it's just like everyone's saying, you know, Nick Hogan getting into wrestling, because that would be a big joke, trying to live off his father's legacy, which, I gotta admit, it's good, but, you know, I got my own views on Hulk Hogan, everyone knows that. But, yeah, that's about it. So leave your thoughts on your Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero, Chavo, Vicky, whatever you want, and I'll see you guys next time.